Hey guys, it's your main man Action, bringing you guys some more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we found out that somehow, some way, Von Karma is connected to this trial, and last time he stole lots of evidence and left us cold and a bit electrified. But today we are going to be finishing this chapter, so let's get into it. This is it, Judgment Day. Today, we are going to get settled at last a lot of things. Wow! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only trust your soldier. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun last week. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Hey, yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking dumb as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Ah! What are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up by I cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute on the way out. Ow. What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe? Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. That has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Oh, right. Very well. We have reached the day of proceedings in this trial. I ask the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood? Come on, don't be awed into silence by everything he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the Broke rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? Witness was not running away as he will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. He's still asleep. Are you seriously kidding me? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly. See, I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it. Okay, let's press every single one of these. We're running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Hold it! Hold it! I don't know if the phone is working or not. Hold it! There we go. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. I went to buy some food for Polly. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop in downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's gonna believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. I figured I got nothing to do with. Hold it. You've lost much of your memory. Is that correct? Yep. Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Huh? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, huh? You know exactly who you are. How am I supposed to prove? That's impossible. I'm glad that you've come to your senses. Very well, witness, please continue. I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. Hold it! Hold it! Come on! This thing's not working sometimes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please, don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond the several years ago. He can't hold you a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or the lack therefore into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order. Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb. Mr. Wright, there's only one person that he could be. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi, from the TL6 case. But what's that mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. This. Jumping to the conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This witness is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are we going to prove it? How can we prove it's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple, Your Honor. Please take this man's fingerprints, then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see, that makes sense. Huh? I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. That doesn't make any sense. Everybody has fingerprints. You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past? Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess will be not able to prove his identity. No. Well, what would you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No. I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. I didn't even consider that you might erase his fingerprints. Man, that's cool. What? You got rid of your own bloody. Yeah, very funny. You're so a winner, Von Karma. Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. That's interesting. What do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you ask? This is a fast. I object. Wait a second. You're the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your game? Yes, I'm doing it. Von Karma rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring the parrot. So we're gonna get the parrot in. That's nice and all. The witness is ignoring me. It must be hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well. Who's your honor? Please testify for us. Hello, Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, the best testimony in history. Hello, squawk, ellipses. I don't know. What do we do, Maya? It's pretty obvious what we need to do. Hold it! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. You talk to her. Right. What should I say? Have we forgotten something? Hello, Scott. What the? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something we forgot. Hello. Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Don't. Yeah. He couldn't have retrained the parrot. Could he? Did it hurt? Did you train her not to respond when we asked if we forgot something? Possibility. Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Come on. You don't want to do this, man. Okay, so we basically have to keep asking for this. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Ma, you talk to her. Right. What should I say? What's your name? Polly, what's your name? Polly. Mr. Wright, I think you established that the parrot name is Polly. Does this have any... Of course it does. You claim that the parrot's name will approve the owner. Then show us proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking a bluff too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we need to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Yeah. The proof that he is, if we check the file, elevator, no clues were found on the scene. Defense attorney trapped. Elevator returning from a lost trial with Son Miles. Bullet found through the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Yanni Yogi caught a baby. Memory lost due to oxygen suppression after his arrest. Fiance Polly Jenkins commits suicide. And guess what that is? Take that! That's quite a large file you got there. Which page is on the proof then? Sure, stop wasting time. Well, show us the page. It is the... What was it? I can't remember. Can't remember what it was. Case summary is suspect data. Suspect data. This is on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiance committed suicide. Indeed, it does say that. Yes. What was his fiance's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly. Exactly, Your Honor. He remembered the name of his fiancée who committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. But I'm sick of this guy's objectives. A mere coincidence. That's all. My granddaughter has a dog. She calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in her murder trial. We will need some other that was actually kind of funny. Corroborating evidence. Where am I trying to find that? We're looking closer. One more. If we can find one more piece of evidence. Okay. No, that's not what I need to know. It's this. Hold it! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere and want you to testify, blah blah blah. And finally, the last question: what is your safe number? What's the safe number? Hey, let's try and get her to say anything, okay? Was 1228 1228? Why? What a reckless pilot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does. That's why I had to say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How could a number of the state take it to... I forget what it does. True identity. Something that shows that he has true identity. One, 228. The date of the case. Take that! Case of the file. What is this obsession you have with with that case? It is in the case summary. Case summary, specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The day of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on the safe is 1228. He used the date of the DR6 incident as a number for the safe, Your Honor. Two coincidences. That's too easy. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM numbers to 001 because I'm number one. Why would you tell that to everyone in the courts? I think we've reached the conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time, more like a pattern to me. Indeed, the judge for the first time is actually being a smartass. He's actually being smart with this. Summon the caretaker of the bush stuff immediately. Ding, ding, ding. Tell us your name. Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. He's suddenly straightened up. Wow, I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Nick, he looks totally different. This is the real Yogi, I think, finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order, order. Yanni Yogi? So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me look innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiance, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had to send it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on the matter. Why don't you ask Miss Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent, in this case at least. Very well. Will the defendants please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I'd like to pass judgment on the murder of Robert Hammond. Any objectors? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Because he wants to wait. Cause it's not over yet, guys. There's a reason why Von Karma is being quiet. Yeah. Wow, that wasn't Von Karma. I thought that was Von Karma for a second there. Oh, for the love of God, Edgeworth! Don't fuck this up! I object to your judgment. What? What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to prevent. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Oh, what should I do? Raise an objection! Well, the judgment has already been passed. Object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. You idiot! You ruined it! You ruined it! Ah, we were so close. A nightmare that only a nightmare that's what I told myself. But no, now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean the incident his father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me, Your Honor. I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order, order. This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent in confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. But it's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We tried this man for this crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to have a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. You idiot!